Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Alright, so today is quick and easy day, and I am making this extra large. It's almost like a sour cream container, but it's like, I call it a half one, but you can fit a ton of stuff in this. This is 4 inches by 6 inches tall. So I put a bunch of different candies in here, and I even put this little duck that I found these at Hobby Lobby, so I thought that would be so cute to add to it. But these will be for the grandkids. But it just says just a little reminder that you are loved. But this could be for a birthday. This could be for any occasion. And I'm going to show you the stamp set that I'm using here in a minute, but oh my gosh. And I loved adding this little crumb cake bow on it. I love the little stitching on it, and it's just so cute. So I wanted something bigger than the average sour cream container, so this is what I came up with. I hope you enjoy it, because if it's a lot of candy, y'all, I have Hershey's Kisses on the bottom, and then I have some of these from the Dollar Tree, these Valentine's chocolate, and then I have 2 of these are all, everything came from the Dollar Tree, all the candy. So these are their carnival, mini carnival pops. And then, except for this one was from Hobby Lobby. All right, so let's get started with this. So the stamp set that I'm using, it's actually the bundle I'm using. It's the framed florets and the dies, and also I'm using the scalloped contour, and I'm using that actually for the ruffle and for the sentiment piece. So those are the ones that I'm using for that. And these are the framed florets dies. Those are the ones that go with this. So if you're new, you save 10% when you buy a bundle. So that's the dies or the punch and the stamp set. All right, so we are going to use this designer stamp paper. I'm using the same one that I used on the last one. And this is from the Rain or Shine designer stamp paper. I love this paper. It goes with the Rain or Shine stamp set. It's so cute with these little bunnies and the turtle, and oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. But look at the backs on all of these. They're so springy, and I thought this would be such a cute one for spring. And this is the one I use. The back of the rain is what we're using for this one. I love all the backs and the fronts of this paper. It's just so cute. So this piece is 8.5 by 6. This is for the pocket part. And then I actually ran a piece through that's 1.5 by 11 for the scallop. So the big scallop that we're going to use for this. So it's this scallop right here, and that comes in the scalloped contour dies. And we're also using this die from the scalloped contour dies. All right. So what I'm going to do first is just stamp our flowers and get those all ready to go. So I'm just using Memento Black because we're coloring them with the blends. And I am going to just do 1 big flower and 1 small. And then we need 2 of the leaves. So I'm spreading these out because we're going to use the cut and emboss to cut them out. And I'll cut out the sentiment as well. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. I'm using the same one because I need 2 of the same. So then we're going to use this die here to cut that out right there. And this way I can cut out all these at the same time, and then I'll run this one through. All right, so let's color these, and I'm only using 2 colors. I'm using Soft Succulent and Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, because the Flirty Flamingo is the color of the bag. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates. So I'm just going to color the light first. And y'all, I am not doing anything crazy. I am just going to do a little bit of shading, because you know by now that I just like simple, and we're just gonna color this very simply. I love to watch other people color and shade, and I wish I could do all that, And I've tried different times. I just don't have time to sit and play. I'm too busy just creating and doing videos. So we're going to just highlight some of these areas here. And anything that looks like it might be underneath, I'm just going to add a little bit darker. Like these look like they're underneath. So, all right. And then this one, I'm going to blend these two. And I should really blend them right after I ink it because they blend the best that way. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that with the light here. And I'm just going to blend this one really quick. I'm going to add a little bit more to this to the center of the flower. And I'm going to also do the same thing where it looks like it might be behind. Like these two, and just add a little bit darker up there. All right, and then we're going to blend that one out. All right, and now I'm going to do the leaves. I'm going to pretty much do them the same way. I'm going to do the light first. I know some people like doing dark first, so whatever you like to do. I'm going to go ahead and just do the light, and then I'm going to just shade a little bit with the dark. And these are so quick and easy. And then we'll do this. All right, and then I'm just going to blend that out. I'm not even blending it to the edge. I'm going to just blend out where I added the dark. All right, so that's it. So I have the dies that are going to cut these out. I already have mint tape on them because I ran these through already before. So this is going to go on here. And then I'm going to do 2 of the leaves, so I can only do one at a time. We only have, I wish we had 2 of these leaves, but we only have 1. Sometimes they give us 2. And then the little one, little flower here. All right, so I'm going to run all of these through, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I did the ruffle. Okay, so here's the sentiment and the 2 flowers and the 2 leaves that we're going to use on this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring the cut and emboss over here so I can show you, because you know this is not long enough to go all the way across, so I just want to show you how I lined it up. And I could do this on my mini, but again, I didn't bring it over here. So I'm going to line this up right to the bottom edge here so that the scallops are pretty much touching that bottom there. And we're going to run this first one through. In fact, I need another piece of mint tape here, because you want to keep this nice and flat. So I'm going to run this one through. And you don't need the whole 11 inches. You're just going to cut a little bit off the end, but it fits pretty much around there for the most part. And I love the little stitching on this as well. So then I just take this, scoot it up there like that. And then you want to line this up just like you did the other one. Make sure the little scallops are to the bottom and make sure that is touching there. And then we're going to run that through. And we should have one whole piece. Just be careful taking your mint tape off. It's really good about coming off pretty easy, but And if you have a little piece stuck like that, just clip that. Just like that. And then this I just clipped off. So there you go. You got that whole piece right there. All right, let me get this cleaned up here. It's real easy to do with this big scallop. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this together. So what you're going to do is just like a sour cream container, like if you've done them before, you probably know what I'm talking about here. But you do need to use tear and tape, something strong, and you're just going to put it on the outside here, on the pattern side that you're going to use. And then just flip it over, and you want to do it from the end. And you can go all the way across, or you can go halfway across. I like to go all the way across and make sure it's sealed down all on the bottom part. But I know a lot of people just go halfway. All right, so we're going to remove this. And I also, be real careful this doesn't touch the bottom. I kind of hold it up here and then remove this down here. They're real easy, y'all. All right, then you're going to just roll this, and you're going to line up your top and bottom edges. And I only go about as wide as the tape is. And you're going to seal that down, and this is going to be your back where it's sealed. And then I just press down. Make sure that's in the back, and then just press down the bottom here. And that is it. They're so easy. You can make these all different kinds of sizes. This is the largest one I've ever made. And then I'm going to use my crimper because I just love crimping the ends of these because it just gives that little extra detail. So this is from Amazon. I got it years and years ago, but I'll link one in the description if you're looking for one. But can you see the little bit of detail it gives it on the end? And it's just super easy to do. All right, so now what you're going to do is we're going to go from here. And I'm going to line it up there, but I'm going to go all the way around and make sure that it meets on the other side. And then just cut off. You want a little extra. You don't want it to meet totally in the center. You want it to overlap a little bit. So again, I'm going to use my tear and tape along the top edge here. And then we're going to add that. You can even leave it off if you don't like the scallop, or if you're going to give it to a boy, they probably wouldn't like the little ruffle on it. But, or a teenage boy. And then we're going to just line that up there and go all the way around with it. Line up your top edge. And then just go all the way around. And before you get to the end, I didn't add the other piece. You're going to want to add, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal here. This is the plus. And just go down the side because it needs to stay closed there. So just overlap it there. You can even cut it short if you wanted to line up to this, but it doesn't, backside doesn't really matter that much. All right, so there it is. Now I'm going to grab my ribbon here, and this is a 2-pack that we have, and it's in the new mini, and it's the Real Red and Burlap ribbon combo pack. But I just went around again to measure. I'll tell you about how big this piece is. So it is about 8.5 inches, and then we are going to do a separate bow on here. So again, I'm going to use my, make sure you're using the right side of your ribbon because it has 2 sides. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal Plus on here, and I'm just going to go all the way down the ribbon. You could probably use the seal just as well. And then we're going to start in the front on this one. So make sure your front is centered. And then you're just going to wrap this around. All the way around like that. And I like it to meet on this part. So I'm going to cut that a little bit shorter. Like that. And we're going to just make a bow. And we're going to add the bow. Okay. I am going to make it smaller. All right. I'm going to trim that. And I'm going to use a glue dot on the back of this part. You can glue it or do however you like to do it, but the glue dot seems to work really good. And then you're just going to stick that right there in the center. And if you need to make your bow a little bit more even, mine isn't perfectly even. There we go. I think that'll be good. And then let's put together our sentiment here. So I am just using some of my regular seal. I'm going to add my leaves to these. Let's put a little bit on the back. And then we're going to do this one as well. And then I'm using dimensionals on the back. Just using one on each. And one's going to go down on the bottom here. And this one's going to go, oh, didn't remove the backing, on the top right here. Then I'm going to use my Seal Plus, because you want it to, this is curved, so you want it to stay on the front of your container here. And then you're just going to add it right there. And y'all, you can add a bunch of different candies in here. I got some more I got these hearts that I got. I actually got these from the Home Goods store. And then let's see, we can add a couple lollipops in here too. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of room to add candy in here. And I'm going to grab another little duck to put in there. But I'll add more stuff in here, but I thought the little duck was just a cute little added touch. I love the little ducks. And then you are ready to go. Here's the other one. You can even add some tissue paper in there. I had some tissue paper. I was going to just go ahead and add a little bit in here. You can just stick some tissue paper in there. And then put your lollipops probably in the front side. But it's kind of cute sticking out of the package. Like that. Alright, so there you have it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. There's so many different things you can do with this. You can even put a little handle on it if you want. Just punch holes in there and tie a handle onto it. I think it'd be so cute. It's so big and you could fill it with a lot of goodies. I hope you all have a blessed day. If you need any supplies, here's my February host Sakoshi. You can shop right on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Have a blessed one, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.